Well, that's what, So as youngsters, these are all examples. Boris Becker winning the Wimbledon championship at the age of 17. Here we go. Now Noshad has started with his serve.
The chopper and the blocker. 2-in-1. Noshad.
Chopper and blocker. You've got to be a dynamic player. In fact, a high toss, and he started well.
And yes, signature lefty pendulum serve. Surprising. Liang Jingkun on the extreme backhand. Now world would see, or India would see this, such a beautiful player, how he controls the entire table with his backhand.
Well, Liang Jingkun is also a player of great quality, we know that. Looking at his medal tally last year as well, he was a part of the team that won the Asian Championships, of course, in the teams event.
I love the way Liang Jingkun received that serve. Such a swift.
Now the senior players have to really back what the youngster has already done for them.
Yes, certainly pressure would be there on Liang Jingkun, not just to win it, but into the net.
Yeah,
he fell short of that spinning shot. I think quite a class to see that you don't need all the time the cracker of a shot. It is easier to block. What troubles player is spinning a shot there. Wow, look at this. A roar from Noshad.
Yes, Noshad just channelizing that energy yet again.
Quite a different tactic altogether. Okay, that's a punch. That's a punch. Down the line backhand. Onto the forehand of Liang Jingkun. Noshad's service is Liang Jingkun completely feeling powerless here. That chop block. What else he has got under his sleeve there? Such a class, and I would love to see what China is also doing, making the players tougher and tougher. They could have put Wang Chu-Keen in the first order, but they chose to train the player in this tournament. That's how they kind of prepare the mindset.
Oh yes, you're not going to prepare your players if you're going to protect them. So you need to throw them in the deep end, and more often than not, when players come through the Chinese system, they are going to produce that quality. And look at that. Noshad moves ahead to 8.
Ferazi replicating. Looks like Noshad. Everyone after a point, they take the entire run through the arena.
Well, a bit of a warning looks like.
Again, it looks like another warning there.
He's just conferring with the assistant umpire. I think the assistant umpire is indicating that the hand went below the table. Now, Iran's coach gets into the act. He's just been asked by the umpire, hang on, you can stay there.
Absolutely no movement by Chinese coaches there. They are statued.
Well,
look at this.
If Noshad continues to play like that, that statue position is going to continue, don't you think?
You can have a sip of coffee and digest that powerful backhand. Such a psychological dominance Noshad has on Liang Jingkun. You could see he's just unable to do anything, any innovative thing there.
Yes, and it's game point. Noshad facing. Jingkun goes for that, and this time he gets that point in his favor. But with the game point in his favor, Noshad is going to serve. Is it going to be that trademark high toss? Yes, it's a high toss. But he fumbles on the service and it's into the net. We'll get another chance.
Still 3 points lead, but not enough. You're playing against China. There's a fair chance because you've already got the flying start there given by the Wonder Kid. Absolutely.
Noshad still has got the game point and Liang is going to serve. Liang Jingkun. The first game has gone again to Iran. Noshad Alamiyan taking the momentum from his teammates' success in the first match into the second match by winning this first game. Wherever you are joining us from, just stay in front of your television sets and watch this match because it could turn out to be a classic because, mind you, look at the Chinese players. They are determined and at any time they can make a thrilling comeback as well. But Iran is putting on a quality show.
Yes, absolutely. Iran is putting up a quality show. You're seeing Olympic gold medalist on your screen. Wang Hao guiding Liang Jingkun to survive through this battle. He's already in match score he's already 2-0 down. With again a great start by Noshad, completely dominating the way he has played the entire game. Liang Jingkun to serve, Noshad to defend.
Looks like a net.
No, umpire is questioning. Your face is coming in front of the ball, so it's a warning.
That's something that you mentioned as well, that sometimes it happens.
Bit of a tough luck for Liang Jingkun. Ball touched the net.
And this time it's touched the net and gone off, so luck favoring him on this occasion. Balances out.
You could see Liang Jingkun backing himself there. Such a beautiful spinny service. My goodness. And again that counter spin onto the top spin is commendable. Another point. Troubling Liang Jingkun with his serve.
Well, just looking at the serve also from here, it takes an eternity to come down that high toss. By then, Noshad has shuffled his racket a few times. In comparison, Liang doesn't have that higher toss. He's also got one on the higher side. Magnificent!
The way Noshad came from behind the ball for that power backhand was amazing, but beautifully outplayed. Last rally count was 13 shots. You have super stats on the screen there. Liang Jingkun has to earn every point. Noshad is not giving it. Look at this. Backhand from the gut of Iranian Noshad. Liang Jingkun finding it very, very difficult.
Well, China feeling the heat quite literally as they head into that towel break. Noshad with that high toss now.
Again surprise onto the backhand side of it. Liang Jingkun is completely confused. What do I do? Should I stand in the center? Should I stand in one corner there?
This is better. Backed himself and then placed it well. Although Noshad was on that side of the table, but because it was hit very hard, he couldn't have returned that one. Liang also has a high toss, but not as high as Noshad. But what a return! What a return! It was impacted and try and put that onto the table.
Absolutely. The way Noshad receives this reverse pendulum service is absolutely not going to have any impact on him. Yes, I think suddenly he has changed the strategy. Reverse pendulum may not work. He is using a lot more softer services from the center. Unlike the lot of other players who change the game by backhand service, Liang Jingkun doesn't do that. Even in the critical moment is something what we have seen. Malong does it.
Oh, fumbles on that service.
The second time Noshad has missed the service.
Yes, he did one in the first game as well. What a return! He blocked it initially and later the placement. Wow!
Jingkun is completely surprised there. How did he manage to block that, and after that he came back with that missile backhand? What else can I do?
Oh, just flipped the net and that's gone off. A bit of punch there from Liang. Very happy that he's got that point, of course. Goes long, and maybe this is also a result of the fact that Liang is trying to slow the game a little bit, perhaps. That was convincing from Liang over there.
Bit of shoulder down. He literally had a beautiful start. He set up the stage for this point but missed out to the ball which suddenly went on to the body.
Yeah, my apologies. I just thought that it had landed. It was convincing until that point. But
again,
who's convincing? It's Alamiyan.
Again, another service point. How do you defend this kind of a service? So much of control, so much of precision is required to receive these deceptive serve. Bit out of the place, Noshad this time. Liang Jingkun pushed into the deep backhand there. It's aggression versus aggression. Dominance versus challenger.
Well, but it's right now 9-all. So Liang has managed to hit back a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. Both the players throwing each other whatever they have. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Liang Jingkun with the two back-to-back power backhands. Well played, Noshad. You have earned this point. You have literally earned this point for your country.
Yes, and it's going to be game point now to go 2-0 up. Noshad with that high toss. Not as high as it normally is, but he hits it. And that's gone out. Which is why it's going to be deuce. Well, for a moment, you looked at both the sides. The Iranian bench got up, the Chinese bench got up. So it would have been difficult to understand which way it's going.
Oh, it was a beautiful block down the line done by Noshad. Liang Jingkun was absolutely not in place. You could see in the warm-up area, the third player is getting ready for the battle. If Noshad wins this game, it will be under, China will be under heavy pressure. What a service.
Well, Liang manages to defend that game point. It's 11-all yet again. It was fast and Alamiyan was forced to actually defend. Alamiyan also has a lot of energy behind him. Has tasted glory at the Asian Games, at the Asian level, of course. Now it's game point for Liang for the first time in this match.
Yes, a sign of relief to China, but I could see no movement from Wang Hao while the players are clapping.
He has won
Was that on
game.
the table? Was that on the table? Looks like there's a confusion there. Noshad is questioning that. And possibly it had hit the net there. Some confusion. Liang Jingkun already celebrating his victory, taking advice from China.
Well, the Iranian coach has now come here and he's also imploring to the assistant umpire. Well, the decision has been made. I don't think that the umpires are going to change their mind. And of course, they've got to accept that and move forward. And unfortunately for them, it's come at a very critical time. And yeah, they've got to accept it. It's one apiece.
Yes.
Wang Hao with that poker face as always. You don't know what he's thinking. He's going to be really calm. He's going to tell Liang how to now move forward.
You could see players cheering up. Liang Jingkun, Jian Peng, their upcoming player. A bit of a big confusion there, but Noshad, mind-blowing game.
Well, this has been
1-all.
But this has been quite interesting, isn't it? Even the start of this match, it was delayed a little bit. There was a lot of chat going on between the Iranian bench and the officials. And now this. And now, Noshad's going to put that past him. And just focus on the job at hand as he takes on Liang. Didn't quite manage to hit that return as well as he would have liked. Went for the backhand, but then ended up hitting it on his own side. That's better. That's a lot better.
A lot more thrust this time from Iran. Waiting for that ball to come, rip that backhand.
And let's serve, so Liang has to go with that once again. With a bit of pace as well, which is what surprised Noshad over there. This is the time where the tide could really turn in his favor. We hadn't seen that kind of a celebration from the Chinese players, but ultimately we did. But for the moment, it's actually going to be a bit muted because he's hit that onto the net. All the players watching, this is a contest that's kept them hooked, and why not? Noshad has come back and he has leveled matters here at 3 apiece in this third game of the second match.
What is interesting to see is that what we can't see on the screen is Lin Shedong has gone back to the practicing area, even though the third match is going to be played by world number 1 Wang Chu-Keen.
Well, there is a bit of belief obviously that we are going to win the next two, and then there will be a fourth game as well.
Noshad too much behind the table. Liang Jingkun slowly controlled the spin and the trajectory of the ball. With this, 4-3.
Well, as you mentioned, the next match in this encounter is going to be between Wang Chuqin and Amir Hossein Hodai. Levels it up yet again. So Lin Shedong anyway is slated to play the fourth match, of course.
Again, a cut loose service. Pretty deceptive by Iranian. everything. Such a power rally there. Noshad standing in the center of the table, defending each and every bullet that was coming at him. 16 count rally. Two by stats on the screen here. What a game.
Yes, and it's now 5-all. So competitive, so intense. Noshad has got to go back now. But he was a little bit too far back to play that one. Tried to flip it up, but he could not quite get that elevation over the nets.
Yes, Noshad, I think the way he plays the most of the game with his backhand, pretty surprising. Oh my God, oh my God, the way he is twisting the ball, the way he is controlling the rhythm of it, the sense of it.
And of course, it was a lot of defense. A lot of times in table tennis, defense is also the best form of attack.
Yes, absolutely. You require in modern table tennis. You cannot move ahead if you don't have a good defense there.
He tried to attack this time, but he's gone wide. Well, it's been a sequence during the last few points, isn't it? Where Liang gets the point rather, and soon after, Noshad also hits with one back. But this time the sequence is broken, as Liang has taken a 2-point lead right now. It's still slender considering how competitive this match is.
Certainly this match is critical for Liang Jingkun for two simple reason that if he loses this, then Iranian will be psychologically really up, and Benjamin can, on his good day, he can really make anyone's bad day.
But right now it is, of course, Liang who has powered ahead to a 3-point lead. Initially they were sharing the honors until the 6th point, but right now with Liang in control, looks like he could take China to a 2-1 lead in this match.
Suddenly Noshad, for the first time in the entire match, he used 3-4 there. Missed out.
No, that's a let, yeah.
Net service. Luck here.
Good service. A very good service. Sachin, you are imitating that action again.
Yes, absolutely. It's a reverse pendulum, a bit of a cut loose. Liang Jingkun couldn't defend.
Well, you are up against a machinery. You know, they keep producing these great players in China. It's a factory of talent, and here we've got a timeout at the moment, and it looks like China have opted for it. Yes, they have.
Absolutely, it's a right move by China here. Wang Hao's decision, because the way last 2 points have gone, this would have given a good amount of a confidence to Noshad. And one more point, the pressure will be too much on Liang Jingkun. So if he can break the rhythm, get that second game, then Wang, and if he win it, Wang Chuqin can actually put them onto a winning radar. But still, lot more anticipation there. But what is more important to see is how Iran is giving such a strong competition to the dominators, world number 1, China.
Also, just letting all our viewers know what's happening in the second quarter final, which is happening on table number 2, right in front of us, in fact. Korea, that is DPR, Korea and Chinese Taipei, deadlocked at 1 apiece. He gets that point on the backhand. Noshad was not able to land it, and now for the first time in this match, China have taken a lead. In the first match, in fact, we had seen the lead was initially with Farazi, that is 2-1, but right now it is 2-1 here in favor of Liang. So, this is turning out to be really fascinating and interesting. Wang Hao now getting those tips in, a decorated player himself. He also achieved a lot for his country. Two-time Olympic silver medalist in the singles. He's got golds in the multiplayer events. And obviously dominated at the continental level as well. And the world championships. Meanwhile, the coach was trying to calm maybe Noshad a little bit. And just telling him to focus on the next one. Okay, so let me tell you what's happening in that other match, yeah? So it started off with Ri Jong-sik taking on Liao Cheng-ting. This is the quarterfinal between Chinese Taipei and DPR Korea. Chinese Taipei won that one 11-3, 15-13, 12-10. But then Ham Yu Song against Ko Guang Hong. Ham Yu Song of DPR Korea winning a 5-gamer. 11-6, 7-11, 11-5, 9-11, 11-9. And now it's the third match going on there with the youngster who impressed us this morning, Chon Chong Bom, who has won the first game 11-4. Noshad starts well, looks like. Or does he?
Domination on Liang Jingkun's face.
Sorry, it's Liang who's gotten that point. Slowed the pace there, slowed the pace of the game and ultimately reaped dividends out of that one.
Yes, I guess it's basics at the best right now, the way receiving is being done by. Okay, that's a cracker of a backhand, absolutely. You couldn't even blink your eyes and the ball passed through.
Yeah, it was more a defensive block of sorts.
Noshad hit that backhand deep into the backhand of Liang Jingkun. With that now, tally is 2-all. Liang Jingkun to serve.
Yes, at 2-all. Liang Jingkun with the serve. This time though, Liang Jingkun capitalizes on that opportunity that he got to serve and manages to get that point to go 3-2 up. Looks like he's asking him to change the ball.
Yes. Jingkun to serve. Noshad with that two back-to-back backhand. One in the center, other in the extreme backhand. With 3-all. Absolutely losing no sight of the grit he's carrying.
But what a backhand there by Liang. Manages to get one back. Now this is where it gets interesting because we saw this happening in the previous game as well where Noshad matched Liang until the 6th point. But now Liang has taken a 2-point lead.
As I said, as we discussed in the first of the match, this is how China prepares their players, not just for these tournaments, specifically for the Olympics.
Yes, no doubt about it because you, as I said earlier, you really want to throw them in the deep end, and because the kind of system that they have and the character that that system really builds, if you throw them in the deep end, they are going to come up swimming and thriving.
Still, a lot of element is left. 5-all.
Yes, it's 5-all. Noshad's managed to level.
This time, there is a bit of a change in the service brought in by Noshad. Doing that reverse pendulum service from the extreme forehand. Surprise Jingkun there. Look at this. He's going to repeat it. And he is successful. You can take this as a master class in the back, in the book. How at this critical juncture, this is a mind game. This is the mind game at its best.
that? It was fast, it was pacey, it was competitive, and in the end it was Liang who prevailed.
So beautifully, Noshad is controlling the fireworks from Liang Jingkun. Break, timeout, called by coach. What a move! What a move! Only a coach could feel through what's happening on the table.
Well, also talking about the other quarterfinal in the third match there, it is at the moment 12-11 in the second game of the third match between Lin Yan-chun and Chon Jong-bom. Really, Chon Jong-bom has also been one of the players to watch out for, the 20-year-old DPRK player. On the screen right now, Noshad just getting a bit of...
Noshad putting back to the court. Still 12 seconds left. Players will take some amount of time to gear up.
Yep, we are now back to table number 1. As you can see from this wonderful angle on the side, bit of a close-up now for Liang as well. Liang is going to start off after the timeout. Slows the pace, and it's Noshad who has got that point soon after the timeout. Moves up to 8-6, and the serve is also with him. Another one. How aggressive was that? It's just that confidence that is coming into Noshad as he moves to 9-6. Now he's got to consolidate that lead and press forward.
It's 9-6.
And the backhand shot wins 75% there for Alamiyan Noshad. It's a good percentage, and he's been consistent on those backhands. And once again on the service, this is frustrating. This is frustrating if you're an Iranian supporter. The Iranian coach may be thinking this is not something that you expect from a senior player of the quality of Noshad.
Liang Jingkun there. With that one serve missing, with one error. Now it has given good amount of confidence to Liang Jingkun to come back, but on that serve that he missed, Liang Jingkun was really surprised and displaced.
Well, when you're up against players like Liang Jingkun, you do not allow them a toe in the door because they'll put their foot just like that. He's leveled it 9-all. It was 9-6 a few moments ago. And Noshad just letting that lead slip, and he's frustrated as well. You can see him tossing the ball onto the floor, but he's got to compose himself, calm himself down, changes position of his serve, and manages to get that point. It is game point for him. Here's an opportunity for him to level matters here and take it into a 5th game.
This is the moment of grit and mind both, which Liang Jingkun beautifully played that backhand. Now this is where China prepared for this kind of an accuracy. The ball was up in the air. We have seen in the morning even the experienced player, best of the best, missed that floated ball. But Liang Jingkun made it possible. Effortless backhand. Beautiful service. Match point.
Yes.
Liang Jingkun.
It is match point. Noshad, has he got something in him, something special to turn it around? Yes, he does. He's denied that match point. Still alive. Just about. And he's going to receive the serve. Another match point now for Liang.
For that spinning crossspin. Noshad was not ready. He was expecting a little faster, but surprised Noshad completely. This time, He went back behind, blocked that ball. Liang Jingkun roaring onto the court, saving the glory for China there.
Oh yes, what a performance there by Liang Jingkun. He had lost the